Okay, it's recording.
Hey guys, I'm Jake, and welcome to the Otaku Reader Club podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about anime and other otaku-related subjects. I'm joined here today with my friend Brendan, and he's going to be helping me review the anime Monster Musume, also known as Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Now, a quick reminder, our 50th follower special review is coming. It will be the review of Death Note, which was recommended to us by my friend Boaz Solario. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. You also don't know him, so that's kind of awkward.
Hey, the shoutouts are shoutouts.
Yeah, man. 50 followers. The next goal is 100, especially now because just this morning I switched our Instagram, which you can follow. Look up Otaku Reader Club on Instagram. I switched just to a business account. And now if you want us to look at analytics, you have to have 100 followers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Numbers don't matter, though. As long as you guys are enjoying what we make and are having fun listening, then that's all that really matters. Now, a quick thing, though, before we start. I need to apologize for something because Episode 2 wasn't going to be Monster Musume. As if you watched last episode, it was originally going to be a review of Fooly Cooly Seasons 2 and 3. Now, our first episode, I'm going to admit, it was kind of shit. But I promise you, we did so much better the second time around. I did so much more research. We had better in-depth conversations. We didn't just sit and say, it's a good anime for 30 minutes. We did a good job, I swear. And then we finished recording, and the audio pooped, and it just didn't go well.
Garbo audio.
Yeah, it's my fault, though. I didn't bother to learn how to use the software we're using. We're using Audacity, which is probably really easy to understand. I'm just lazy and didn't bother. But yeah, so I'm really, really sorry. But we gotta move on. And we're gonna
We gotta move on. It's dead.
It's dead. We trampled it. It's been destroyed.
We took it out to the backyard.
Old Yeller style. Old anime Yeller. Wait, who was the? Who? I'm gonna go to hell. Who was the dog girl from Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh shit! Oh.
We did that to it.
Oh
Whatever
no!
that was, we did that. Oh my god.
Oh, that's. You know what? I'm sorry, Jake. I'm gonna have to call the police.
Please don't. Okay, so before we start, though, we're gonna have a general discussion. We're gonna talk about some random things, like, do you like boneless wings or bone-in wings?
Bone-in wings.
That's what they're called.
You're kidding.
It has bone in the meat, so it's bone-in.
Wouldn't you just say regular wings?
Well, I say bone-in.
Bone-in. So you have boneless or bone-in wings.
I like boneless wings.
You know what? I could go either way, but I feel like if you're going for convenience, definitely boneless. If you're just hungry and you're like,
yeah, you want to scarf down those nuggets as fast as possible.
Yeah, but it's also a satisfying thing. It's just like meat and it's falling off the bone.
Oh yeah, that's really,
tender meat. That shit's good.
Like you go to Sizzlers to get that plate of ribs.
Yeah.
Just tenderly pull the meat from the bone.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing.
Yeah. Also, this is a random question. Because what do you think of the word rump?
Okay, so there are words. Some words are okay. I feel like rump is okay. I think rump is an okay word. Because there are words you have that aren't okay. Because like some people hate the word moist. I've come across
I like the word moist.
It's a funny word to say.
Say it louder.
Moist.
Oh yeah.
But I've come across 3 people that hate the word moist. Personally, I cannot stand the word shaft.
Shaft.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. So you remember Lucas, of course, right?
Oh yeah, Lucas.
Yeah.
Our friend from school.
Yeah, our friend from school. One time, me and him were talking, and he was just. We were talking about penises. I forgot why. And then he said, "The shaft of my cock," and I said, "Don't ever say that word." He said, "What cock?" I said, "Shaft." And I just didn't like how he described that. He said shaft. I said, I'm gonna have to stop you there, buddy.
I gotta go over here for like a few minutes.
We can talk about penises all you want, just not the word shaft.
What's your penis like, Brandon?
This is a great podcast.
Yeah. High quality.
High quality.
Yeah. So my penis actually. No.
I think if my penis were an animal, it would be a rat.
Okay. I didn't think we'd actually go there. I was going to move on. Yeah. You called my bluff. No. All right. Well, so Of course, we're both fans of anime.
Oh, yeah.
And being in the wasteland quote unquote, there's not a lot of it. So we're 3 anime in the small majority that you would bring with you in the apocalypse.
Okay, that's easy. Actually, then why don't you start? I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, my top 3 is, of course, the classic Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, iconic.
I'll probably post a picture of it later. I have a thing of Vegeta and Trunks in my room. It's my favorite thing in the world. I also like Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon has to be my all-time favorite. You seen Black Lagoon?
That's an oldie.
It's so good. I love it, especially the dub, because the dub, you would forget you're even watching an anime. It's just so good, and it's also really cool because a lot of the characters have accents and like are different ethnicities.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it comes through a lot better. Like Shenhua, she's Taiwanese, so she has the English accent. There's like a British man who's always high.
That's good.
It's like, oh, I gotta get to Liverpool! Just drives through the jungle.
That's quality content.
Yeah.
You can't get that in sub.
No. And then third is kind of hard, but I'd probably say Attack on Titan.
Okay. Alrighty.
So your 3.
Okay, my 3, and I would have to pick, of course, my top 3 favorite anime. Number 1 at the time is definitely Initial D.
I've never seen Initial D.
The racing anime.
Oh yeah, the like.
Yeah. It's the drifting anime. It's so like, I mean, the first season. The first few seasons are just bad. Like, you watch this and you're like, am I really watching this? And after a while, it kind of like sucks you in. You're like, and for me, I was like, I saw this shitty like Corolla just drift down a mountain. CGI Corolla drift down a mountain. I was like, that's so cool. I want to do that. Number 2 would be my all-time favorite anime is Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill. I just started watching. I got to episode 3, but.
It's slow start, and then it gets. Shit gets so good. Middle to the end of the season, it's such a good anime. It's easy my number 1. That was the second anime I ever watched.
Second anime you ever watched?
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was younger and it was shown on Toonami. It was late at night. I was just getting done playing my game, and before I started playing my game on an Xbox, I had the thing on. I was watching Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I finished playing the game. Was about to go to sleep, but the thing is, on my TV, there's a button to switch it back to the TV.
Right.
So I switch it back to the TV, and Toonami is still going. And I look up, and the screen is like right in front of me.
Lo and behold.
And the first thing I get is like, what's the main character's name from Toonami?
Ryoko.
I get Ryoko Vag like right in my face.
Oh yeah.
As she's transforming into the suit.
Easy. Lo and behold.
Yeah.
Number 3. Okay, let's just cut this one short. Number 3, probably ReZero.
ReZero.
Fairly recent, kind of old, but it's some people hate it, some people love it. I was one of those that when it came out, I was like, this is so good.
Rem.
Oh, easy Rem. For Christmas, my sister got me a Rem plushie keychain.
What about that like weird sushi one that you got?
Yeah, that's one. It's like a plush keychain.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna hang it on my car mirror.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Black Lagoon was like, it took a while for me to get sucked in, but the first episode it was really slow. I kept watching it, and it just got better. It was there's a lot of really cool moments in it. I loved it a lot. If I'm trying to afford the DVD set, but
oh, dude, DVD and Blu-ray anime sets are like the most expensive things you could get.
They are. Actually, you might be kind of wrong there because also I checked Amazon. Guess how much a Roberta figurine costs, covered in blood? Not real blood.
Okay, I was like, actual blood?
Not real blood.
It depends on the blood. It depends on the type and who it comes from.
It's O negative blood, so they can like scrape that off and like.
Oh, okay.
It's red.
Okay, so that's resourceable. Yeah.
It's fake splattered red paint. So
okay.
Guess how much it costs?
Okay, so how tall are we talking figurine? Like what's the scale?
Like about the size of this pop figure box right there.
Okay. That's probably what, $80?
$836.
Oh, Jesus.
$836.
Okay.
For a Black Lagoon Roberta figurine covered in blood.
Fake blood, by the way.
Fake blood. It's crazy how much difference the blood makes though, because with all the blood splatters, it's still really expensive. It's $500.
See, but then couldn't you just buy the $500 one and then get like some fake blood at like a Halloween store and then
do it yourself?
Yeah, just get it like a paintbrush, dab it in there, just like like flick it.
Yeah, you could, but it's not the same.
I guess.
Yeah. So, also, what do you think of anime being turned into video games and video games turned into anime? You know,
Okay, that's hit or miss. That's definitely hit or miss.
Like Steins Gate, I haven't seen Steins Gate or played the game, but Steins Gate was originally a game, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
You're pretty sure it was. Have you played the game?
No.
Do you have like a favorite anime game or video game anime game?
Okay. So when I was younger, it was my sister's boyfriend. You know, he had a PS2. He had the flat PS2.
I've never seen a PS2.
You've never seen a PS2?
I'm 17. I don't know what that is.
Dude, a PS2?
No.
A PlayStation?
No.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Wow.
I don't know what a PlayStation 2 looks like, which is weird.
This is, it's like, this is what started the trend, was the PS2, is when it first came out. Big, fat, and blocky. It's like the PS4,
Yeah.
It's like fat and blocky. And then, a couple years later, they came up with the PS2 Slim. I'm not sure what its exact specs were, because, when you're like 5 years old and
you
then
don't really care.
You don't really care. You just like, it's a
lighter,
easier to carry for,
convenience sake.
Yeah, especially when you're 5 years old and you don't lift.
Yeah.
He had the Slim PS2 and he had a Dragon Ball fighting game on it. And I'm not sure which one it was. I cannot for the life of me remember, but that was so many years ago.
I want to say it could have been Budokai Tenkaichi.
I'm almost certain that's it because I remember not being able to pronounce the title worth of shit when I was younger.
Budokai Tenkaichi. One of the ones I really wanted to play was Raging Blast 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was on the PS3 and Xbox 360 because it had the biggest Dragon Ball roster of all time at the time.
Mm.
I think it still does.
That's
and
cool.
I played it once. My friend had it on his Wii. So I remember going over just to play that.
On a Wii.
I got destroyed. He played as Goku, I played as Zarbon, and I got raped.
I mean, that's like the million-year question. But is he stronger than Goku?
But is he stronger than Goku?
But is he stronger than Goku?
One Punch Man, he can...
But the next current one I would have to say is, but is he stronger than Shaggy?
I hate you.
Yeah, I know you do.
Get the hell out of my house right now.
Alright, bye guys. It's been nice being a guest here.
Alright. Yeah. What do you think about, what about Jump Force? The most recent?
Oh, Jump Force? Okay. Mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
I have not looked into it enough to see about its combat technique or, its overall playing style, technique overall.
Yeah.
One thing that makes me uncomfortable are the unnecessarily realistic graphics.
Unnecessarily realistic.
Like, okay, because, you have Goku, you have Luffy, and Naruto. I'm not sure if Naruto's in there.
He is. I think he is. And Boruto, actually. His son.
Wow, so they're already doing that. But one thing is that I saw a couple screenshots of Deku from, Boku no Hero.
Mm.
And it looked so unsettling. Because, he looks like an anime character, but, realistic.
Luffy is really terrifying to me.
As in a whole?
Well, no, I mean just his what's it called? His figure in the
his model.
Yeah, his model in the game. Yeah. He has those sunken in eyes. It's like he's always smiling.
That's definitely Luffy. Mm-hmm. And I actually remember
the way I've heard described the models. Mm-hmm. The way I've heard the models described is they're basically like action figures. You ever
pretty much. That's what I've heard too.
But are also kind of gross.
I'm not gonna lie, they look like somebody said it, and I cannot stop associating it. It looks like a VR chat room.
A VR chat room.
And I died.
I can see that. Yeah.
There was this one GIF I saw of Frieza.
Oh yeah.
Floating straight up.
Yeah, he just T-poses out of there.
Yeah, he just and just fucking flies up. And I was like, no.
My friend Aaron got it. I was supposed to play with him on Friday, but I forgot. If you listen to this, Aaron, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I won't. Please give me the kids back. Mm-hmm. So
it's my weekend. You know it.
Last thing before we go on to the review is anime conventions. What do you think of anime conventions? Have you ever been to one? Do you plan on going to any this year?
Okay, so I'd always wanted to go to Anime Expo. You know,
everyone wants to go to Anime
everybody
Expo.
wants to go to Anime Expo, even if you're not in California. But that's so to some people, it's like untouchable to go to Anime Expo. You know, especially like you're all the way in the east. You know, like New York. You know,
it's all the way across the world. Basically.
Yeah, and then and that's not even to get people out of country want to go here. It's such a massive event, and
it's so big too. Like you look at videos. Videos are not enough to just.
I have been to Anime Expo once. My friend Danny took me. You know, it was his birthday, and me and him went for one singular day.
I remember that. I see.
Yeah, and it's an amazing event just to experience. You know.
Yeah, that too. Because you're surrounded by people like you. They all have the same interests.
Yes, they all have the same
interests. They've all been sucked into the lifestyle just like you.
Oh yeah. You know, some people more into it than not, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. You get others who are just, like, kind of,
They're just kind of there for just to be there. It's kind of, people do that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I haven't been really watching anime that much. And then, but, I got the opportunity to go to Anime Expo, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go. And it was a nice experience. And anime conventions as a whole are fun. Like, I
have never been to the big one, Anime Expo, but I did go to one convention, and it was actually locally. Now, I'm gonna spill the beans real quick. We're not actually in a wasteland. We're not actually raiders. We're two kids in a bedroom. So yeah,
I mean, they could have gathered that because you were like my Dragon Ball poster in my bedroom, where
Well, I could have stolen this from a nearby settlement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're still your bedroom.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, we're not really raiders, obviously. You should, if you have the IQ more than 10, you should probably know that.
No.
Anyway, locally in Lancaster, there was a convention back in 2015. First one there.
That's pretty
cool.
And
it was so much fun. I loved it. I loved it. I didn't get to cosplay or anything like that, but I was there with my friend Aaron, and I bought a replica Attack on Titan sword, which then fell apart and broke.
I was like, where is it then?
I'll show you later. I got that. I also got that. I have a not Lucy Heartfilia. No, that's Urza.
You said Lucy. Yeah, okay.
I have an Urza poster there. That's signed by the illustrator of that too.
That's fucking cool.
So it was really nice, a real fun experience. I was only there for one day. The last day that was there, it was still just such a fun experience.
Overall, I think it's the experience that matters.
Yeah, that's really it. Even if you go there and leave with nothing, you'll experience.
Yes, exactly. When I went to, oh my god, and this is the one thing I can't stress enough about conventions: bring money with you.
You do need to bring at least some money, like for food at the very least.
For food at the very least, if you're traveling, upstate, or cross-state, cross-country, have money for food. Cannot stress that enough. And also, you're gonna, you will feel like shit if you walk out of a convention with nothing.
Yeah.
Because the game had just come out earlier last year, because I went to Anime Expo 2018, so earlier the previous year, 2017, Doki Doki came out.
Oh yeah, Doki Doki Literature.
Yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club. So there was a whole booth there, Team Svalto. And
I'm getting flashbacks, man.
You're just getting the PTSD of
She just wanted to be loved. Okay, anyway, so keep going.
So I went to the booth, with my friend Danny, and we're standing in line. This huge fucking line for this booth. And then anyway, I walked out of there with 2 keychains. Yeah, 2 keychains. And a button that said "Just Monica."
Just Monica.
Oh, I loved that button. Yeah. I have a pink hoodie, and it's the same color as the pink on the button.
Great.
That I put on that hoodie, and so that's what I got. I got two small keychains, and a button.
How long do you think you stood in that?
Used doing something else.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there for a half hour, and sorry, it was $30.
$30
for 2 keychains and a button.
I could have bought 2 pop figures of that, man.
Oh yeah, you could have. Yeah, definitely. But that's the one thing, is always bring money on conventions. Even if you think you're, it's something little, bring money.
Yeah, it's the memory.
Mm.
Yeah. And so is there anything else you want to talk about before we go into the review?
What about we were talking about this earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Sub or dub?
Oh yeah, let's talk about sub or dub. Sure. How about you start with that, because I like your feel of it.
Okay, so my feel of the whole sub or dub is that I think that with comedy anime specifically, you are going to get so much more quality out of dub, because often, jokes translated from Japanese just don't translate well into English, especially if it's like a play on words or a pun. Just absolutely garbage. But so you're watching a comedy anime in dub, you'll get some of the funniest shit you'll hear in your life.
It's also can be really clever sometimes, like in Osaka, Japan. That's basically like the Texas of Japan, where like they have their dialect is different. And I was watching Azumanga Daioh once, which is like a slice of life, but I was watching the dub of it. And a new student comes in who's from Osaka, and to convey that she's different, has a different sound, they give her a Texas accent.
Oh yeah,
which I thought was really cool. So yeah,
you're really just gonna scroll by without saying howdy.
Well, you can't really scroll; it's a podcast.
Oh well, you know what? They always say howdy, not
how do you do.
How do you do?
Yeah. And so basically it's like a dub can work depending on like the type of anime it is, right?
I'm sorry, but I just thought of the joke. It's so badly translated, and like you said, none of this is going to be cut. They always say yee-haw, not ha-yee.
Yeah, this is So yeah, I don't really care about sub or dub, honestly. It's whatever to me. It's also, I think the art style though puts a big deal into it too.
Definitely a big game changer.
Like panning and stalking, that's
such a visually pleasing anime.
It's visually pleasing, and you look at it has more of an Americanized style to it.
Oh yeah, definitely very blocky. And there's a lot of movement going on with modern anime. And kind of, even anime as a whole, you'll see that there's very limited movement whenever a character is on screen. The mouth moves, but the chin doesn't. If somebody does move, it's like a body shot and they move, it's very limited, where it's like turning a shoulder, etc.
Yeah. They'll pick a still shot and they'll put the main character in there, and he'll be animated. But if there's like a couple people in the background,
they're not moving.
They're not moving at all.
Yeah, no, that's mostly with older, anime. Kind of newer anime, because going back on ReZero, one thing that I'm remembering from it is that they just had CGI. This is a 2D anime, but they had CGI background characters, and it wasn't obnoxious CGI. You could, it's just where you could tell it wasn't 2D, and it's just where they're walking in the background. Like if you're in a city environment, you could see them walking. Yeah, that's it. It just makes it look all the more lively.
I get that. I just had a brain fart. What were we talking about?
We were talking about sub or dub. And we were talking about the matter of
art style.
Art style, and I find that if you're a fast reader, sub, it's all down to personal preference. If you're a fast reader, you can read sub, but if you just want to hear it and not pay attention to the words, and just want to see the action happening on screen, fighting anime, shonen, you're gonna want to watch dub.
All right, yeah. So, opinions out of the way, let's get into our anime review now.
Oh, boy.
The thing about this is, first off, I want to give us big ol' fat spoiler warning. So, if you haven't seen Monster Musume, please go watch it now.
Actually,
you should not watch that. I first of all saw it when I was 13, and I have never been the same since.
Okay. There's also a big, kind of, not that anybody's going to care, 18 plus. Warning for this anime.
Yeah, it can be.
This anime you do not want to watch around your parents, let alone without headphones. Okay,
so get interesting after that.
You want to dive?
Yeah, let's just start this off. So, Monster Musume, it is an ecchi / slice of life / harem anime created by the great Hokkaido, who was inspired by the works of Toriyama to become a mangaka. Now, a mangaka, if you're not familiar, is just a person who creates anime.
Manga art.
And the studio behind Monster Musume was Lerche, or Lerche, I have no idea How to pronounce that? How do you pronounce that?
You cannot ask me.
I would say Lurch. How about that?
Lurch.
Lerche. One of you figure out how to pronounce that and yell about it. Larke. That's probably it. I'm going to say Larke. The studio behind Monster Musume was Larke, which also produced Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
Which is one of the more mainstream ones. And also recently they let out Radiant, which came out literally yesterday as of this recording.
So 2/23/19.
Yeah, 2/23/19.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yesterday. We recorded this on the 24th of February.
If there's time delays, we're sorry.
Yeah,
it's not our fault.
We apologize. Please don't make me make another apology. Okay. So yeah, the thing is, I'm not entirely sure about this, but as I understand, the manga, which the anime is based off of, is actually still going.
I think it's most of the time with harem and eki anime, or manga in general, it starts off with light novels.
Really?
Light novels is like the go-to.
Well, yeah. I don't think I saw anything about a light novel though.
I would believe it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Monster Musume, light novel.
In which case, I'm gonna read it.
But yeah, the manga is still ongoing.
Yeah. The thing is though, Okaido watched an interview he did with Joey, the anime man, on YouTube, and he actually said he has no plans for an ending. Like he thinks that they're just gonna get canceled before they have a chance to even end it. And in the end, too, you gotta think it's a harem. He's got the main character
is nonstop surrounded by girls.
Yeah,
there's always gonna be new girls.
There's always gonna be new girls too. He gets by episode 7, he has 8 girls with him. They're all monster.
It keeps going on, and then pretty much he has a whole citadel or government built upon monster girls.
Yeah, also in case you don't, they have a girl for just about every fetish there is.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're a huge monster fetish, you slick bastards. There's a girl for you.
Yeah, they got all of them. They got horse girls. They got snake girls. They got birds.
Birds,
straight up birds. Not even a girl. The dude just fucks a bird.
It's just it's not even a bird girl. It is a bird, 100% live, authentic bird captured right out of your front yard. In this anime, you ever look out a window, you see, just a crow, and you're like, God damn.
That's a sexy ass bird.
That's a sexy ass bird. This anime is for you, my friend.
We're kidding, of course. But
yeah, please don't commit bestiality.
Please don't. That was another. I don't have it memorized entirely, but that was something else that he brought up. Was the Okaido, his fetish for fetish for monster girls. It's not him wanting to have sex with a horse. It's him just taking the aspects of a horse and putting them on a girl and liking it. That's really it.
Okay.
The lower half of Seria is literally a horse. She's a centaur.
Yeah. But it's classic centaur. You've seen them in mainstream media. And for the most, they even bring it up in this anime. For the most part, you're just going to be looking at the top half, especially with Sarah. Especially with Sarah, you are going to be looking at her top half.
It's impossible not to. Which also, I think, just a quick go away from the talk about Ragnaria. She's my least favorite, but that's only because I have a bias against spiders.
Spiders are terrifying.
They are very, and especially her lower half, which is all spider.
And this is where that spoiler warning comes in. There's going to be.
The story was she was given to a host family, and that's the way it works. This anime is very in depth with how the monster girls work.
I think you should have described.
I should have described that
how the host family works first before we get into too depth. We're in too deep already.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let's just give a quick synopsis.
Quick synopsis then. So in the world of Monster Musume, 3 years ago, the government made something called the Interspecies Exchange Bill, which allowed non-human entities that the government hid from the world to live alongside humans, and now they're trying to assimilate into human society,
into the mainstream. Yeah.
And one of the ways they're doing that is by giving certain species a host family to take care of them and teach them about the culture.
It's mostly like a foreign exchange.
Yeah, like foreign exchange students is basically what they are.
They're foreign exchange students, but there's a plus side.
There's a plus side.
There's a plus side is that tits. They all have tits. That's not entirely true. There are guy monsters.
There are, like the orcs.
The orcs. I was thinking about the orcs just now. If you're into that. This anime is for you.
They're kind of gross, but you know that's fine. But hold on a second, because you can fidaddle with her, because that's illegal.
So there are laws in Monster Musume, the whole world of Monster Musume, involving the interspecies exchange bill. You cannot harm nor defile a monster.
If you do, then not only do you get arrested, but that said species gets deported back to their homeland.
Right back, right.
So Mia keeps wanting some of that Karusu shaft.
Yeah.
Mia wants some of Karusu, but Karusu just can't give it to her.
That's illegal. Oh, vice versa on the whole subject.
Yeah, vice versa too. You can't.
Monsters cannot attack nor defile humans.
Yeah.
If a monster rapes a human, deport.
Right back to go back over the fence.
Oof.
Donald Trump.
Let's avoid the D word here.
The D word.
This is a nice otaku podcast.
Can I say dick?
You can say dick.
Yeah, Dick Trump. There we go.
Dick Trump. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I want to get into the Girls of Mon. Now, Monster, they're basically like a tactical squad
it's
of
SWAT
interspecies
team.
girls. A SWAT team. There you go, yeah.
Cute ass monster girls.
And I love them so much because I love how in depth that is. Like to think of how do we stop crimes with interspecies things?
Going back on the topic of the orcs.
Yeah, the orcs.
There is a scenario where the orcs are upholding an
otaku dojin shop.
Yeah, and for those of you that know, what a dojin is.
Mm-hmm. It's fan made erotic manga. Basically,
that's all it is.
Yeah,
it's hentai manga.
You want to see Goku and Vegeta bang? Just look for it in the dojin shop.
And you will find the hottest shit ever there. You want a body pillow? Go into the dojin shop. Okay, so now involving the orcs, there is this SWAT team. That is actually involved with the interspecies exchange bill,
mm-hmm.
and they're the SWAT team for monsters, which is a damn shame that because it's one of my favorite episodes, is that they don't explore it other than that one part.
That's true. You don't, because other than that, you get to see
you see them in the background.
Yeah, and then they become what's the word? I forgot how it's used, but they use them to draw out someone, right? Because Meru gets a stalker, right? She gets notes.
No, that was. Oh yeah, it was her.
I'm sorry, I only watched it to episode 7.
I watched it to episode 9, and I already forgot.
I'm very sorry.
Disclaimer: it's not like we don't know what we're talking about.
We do. We've seen.
We have seen the anime. This is just going off of recent memory.
Yeah, so we're sorry if this isn't the best review. Again, professional.
Professional. Wikipedia's always right around the corner.
Yeah. So to keep talking about the girls themselves, though, there's 4 of them. There's Monoko, she's basically a cyclops. They call them mono eyes.
Not a giant cyclops.
She's the little.
She is, and I'm gonna say it right now. She is top tier girl.
Top tier girl.
Top tier girl in Monster Musume.
Sniper. She's got the one eye. She can shoot the gun. She shot the gun out of one of an orc's hand from a mile away.
2 kilometers.
2 kilometers. That's 1 mile away.
That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome. And then there's Tioni. I'm sorry, I have it.
I think it's Tionisha.
They also call her Tio.
Tio.
She's like the heavy.
It's cool. It's your uncle.
Your uncle, yeah. Your uncle.
Your uncle. It's your Tio. Your Tio is a cute orc or ogre.
She's an ogre.
Yeah. Not like Shrek. That's nasty.
I'm pretty sure she's even bigger than Mia. What do you think?
Mia is long.
Well, that's kind of unfair. Yeah, Mia's 20.
But Theo is definitely
she's huge. She's tall.
Probably 8 feet. You would say that if the basic person was in Japan was 5'9", being 5'9", pushing going to 5'11", in Japan, she's probably about 8 feet tall.
She's big.
Yes.
And then there's Zambina, who's my favorite.
Another top tier girl.
Top tier
girl.
She can't die. She calls herself the liveliest corpse there is.
She's the closest thing you could get to a human monster girl.
Yeah.
But
you think that counts?
I would, if she is dead, even though she's living, she's dead. It's necrophilia.
Okay.
Yep.
And last, there's Doppel, who's a shapeshifter.
Like doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yeah, she's a doppelganger. And they're all led by Smith-san, who is the lead, not lead, but she's Kurusu's coordinator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of like Black, but for monsters.
Yeah, and also a girl.
Yes, yeah, she the woman in black.
Mm-hmm. I love the girls in Mon so much because
I think that those are the best girls. Yeah. Honestly, you will get throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I want to see a spin-off of just that.
I would love to see that, and that was a topic I was prepared to talk about. I'm so passionate about this.
I know
because it's like I said, it's just the one episode.
Mm-hmm.
That you, and it's only half the episode.
That's true.
That's only the first half of the episode that you get to see them take down this whole, this orc sting operation, trying to steal manga and trying to incorporate orc, into their hentai.
Yeah, they want to make the goal of the orcs was to make Orc X blah blah blah.
Insert yourself here, hentai. Orc X schoolgirl.
Yeah, Orc X Burger King fry manager.
Yes, Orc X. For those of you that are a little on the edgy side, Orc X sister was one of them.
I like that. Yeah, this anime can. Though, and I know it's just the harem, it's not it's not special, but it's really in depth with the world building, and I think that's a really good aspect that separates it from a lot of other harem anime. It's like a small treasure you find there in the
it's a very neat anime because it's actually this is like one of the most lewd harem anime I've ever seen.
It is actually, yeah.
Nudity almost every 2 seconds.
If it wasn't for the censors, I'm fairly certain this would be a hentai.
Oh yes, no, it's borderline hentai. There are even some scenes that are kind of like pushing the envelope. Yeah, very.
Hokkaido, even now with the way the manga's going, he says there's a line he doesn't cross, but he gets there
he gets right to the line.
He gets right on the line.
He will not cross the line, but he's there. He's there.
Picture a white line, right? And his tippy toes just barely crossing, like a centimeter.
He cannot move his toes a millionth of an inch.
Even a gust of wind comes by and he falls over, it's all done.
That's it. But okay, the visuals for Monster Musume very erotic, very lewd. After all,
yeah,
this is an ecchi anime, and so. But one thing that you can appreciate about it is that there is world building surrounding it.
Yep.
Which is, and it's also, in a way, it's a commentary on racism. Not deliberately. Not directly.
It's Monster Girls.
But it does tackle...
It does tackle that subject a lot. Yeah.
Of, accepting, a certain species just because they look different, and that's always been there.
Mia, she's 23 feet long, part snake,
Yeah.
That'd be terrifying in real life, but she's sweet,
What a nice, lovely girl.
Yeah, a nice, wholesome relationship.
Borderline rapist.
Borderline rapist, sometimes that's okay.
Some people like that.
So, I do too. This is the podcast where we reveal...
Jake, you're kind of worrying me. This is not a fetish podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're getting there.
Oh man, like we said.
Just wait until we're done recording. Then.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
If you like Monster Girls, this is the anime for you.
We're gonna keep saying that.
Okay. For Otaku Raider Club.
Yep.
If you like Monster Girls, this is the anime for you. Even if it's not about Monster Girls.
I mean, our acronym is literally ORC, so
it's about Monster Girls.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? That's what it is.
Yeah. Forget ORC, a work in progress. Now it's, if you like Monster Girls, this is for you.
That's it.
Put that on the shirt.
End the podcast. Goodbye.
What? End the podcast. That's it. We're done with
everything. We're retiring.
Now, one last thing also is Hokkaido. Monster Musume isn't the only work he's made. In fact, it's not the first time he's put Monster Girls into a manga. He's actually made a manga before Monster Musume called 12 Beasts, which also included harpies, and other Monster Girls, but in a more serious tone. I haven't read it yet, but now I really want to.
I honestly didn't know about that. I would check into it.
It's really cool. Now, I want to talk about a gripe I have real quick with the anime, is that it took me so long to figure out the main character's name. His name is Kimihito Kurusu, but you would never know that unless you looked it up, because they always refer to him as Master or
Master, yeah.
Yeah.
They just, like I said, if you like Monster Girls, if you like women openly kneeling down to you, this is the anime for you.
Mm-hmm. So the thing about that though is it's Hokkaido explained it, and I'm paraphrasing his words, but this is basically what he said. Is that it's a play on like the dating sim trope of being called that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He almost also didn't have a face.
Right, I've heard about that. It was supposed to be, like most hentai, like a self-insert situation.
He felt that, if the character doesn't have a face, then maybe the reader or watcher can insert themselves into it a little bit better. But he had to do a face. It was impossible for him not to.
But the one thing that he does achieve with this is that the face is rarely ever a serious face.
That too.
Like, this is not... your typical handsome boy, moe anime style. I mean, there's times where it is.
Yeah, it's mostly like not wholesome, but like the more romantic moments where his eyes are really animated. Otherwise, they're just white blotches.
He doesn't. Yes, they're dots. And he doesn't have a nose.
It's not very well animated. But then you go into that romantic scene with like the rose petals falling, and it's got Mia pinned up against the wall.
Oh yeah, then he has and then he's blushing. And you see emotion every time they fantasize about him too. On top of that, Yeah.
So also, in case you want a Monster Girl body pillow, you had the chance to get one back in 2015 when a body pillow of Mia was sold for $806 American or 100,000 yen.
That's pretty pricey. That's going back to that Fully Cooley statue.
Black Lagoon statue.
Dang.
How dare you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It was not just your average body pillow. A normal body pillow is like 5 feet by 1 foot.
You know what? And this is why I'm here, because it is Otaku Raider Club. I've owned a couple of body pillows, and
I haven't yet.
They're very small. They're like 4.5 to 5 feet. Very
then
small.
you compare that to 23 feet.
That is like, a whole room full of pillow. Once it's all curled up, like it's.
That could basically be your blanket too.
No. That's what these things are made for. So you could just a regular body pillow that's made so it's like you don't feel lonely on those cold nights alone when when your husband's out of town. It's like no, the Mia body pillow.
That's unnecessary.
But
it's sold. It's sold in an hour too.
I believe it. Yeah.
I forgot the convention it was sold at, but it got sold.
People see Mia, and they're just like
I need that.
I need that in my life.
I'll take a quick sip of water here. I woke up this morning and my body decided to be sick, so that's great.
Hydrate yourself always, 24/7. Drink water every day.
Get some wet air in you.
Moisture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Too much moisture.
So besides the Mon girls, who's one of your favorite Monster girls?
Okay. There are times when, I like Mia. There are times, when I like all of them, not just not particularly. There are just times where one girl is just like,
superior.
Superior. They have their place in my heart as best girl.
Yeah.
But not counting the Mon girls, MON, probably Poppy.
Poppy?
Yeah, I love Poppy. She's just adorable.
I get that. She's like a child.
But that's not why we like her.
Yeah, she's a adult.
I am not liking her because I'm trying to do the diddly do. I like her because she's just an adorable.
She's just really cute.
Very adorable and childish.
Yeah. I like Sue too because
Sue could be anything you want.
Basically, yeah. Plus, she has a lot of really cool abilities.
So Sue is a slime character.
She's a slime. Poppy is the harpy.
Yes,
the bird girl.
She has wings. Yeah, wings and the bird legs, but they're not like bird legs. They're legs, but scaly.
Yeah, and then Sue is a slime girl. She's literally made of water. So if you try to hug her, you basically get stuck inside of her.
And there are scenarios when
that happens too. Like she has a big form when she absorbs water, and she gets.
It's
taller,
a big titty anime bitch.
She gets like some big
super thick and. That's kind of like a running gag is that Kimihito is constantly drowning in her boobs because she hugs him.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because she can press them against him, and
sometimes they don't go through him.
Yeah, and then like I think it's like if he does it himself, like if he like gets up and like her boob just happens to be right there, he gets absorbed into them. I think it's like a thing where like she can do it, but you can't do it to her.
So you see, now we're getting into Monster Musume theories, and the theory is that Sue has a hardening ability.
And two hard. She has two hardening abilities.
Two hardening abilities. She can make you hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is I should have pointed this out first, but this is a big jump from Fully Cooley. Like, we got over here, we got like a nice semi coming of age story, and then over here we got big anime titties.
Big anime
Which one wins?
Okay, if you're a filthy degenerate, you're going to appreciate the coming of age story, but if you're a filthy degenerate, you're not going to argue that the big titty anime bitch
gets some.
Yes,
gets some. Some of we don't know what, but some.
Yeah. We've gone a long way from talking about penises.
Yeah. What are also some animals that you would want to see turned into a monster girl? I think a lion.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd
be pretty cool.
A lion. It could have like lions have tails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lions have tails, and like they have like the
big furry heads.
Big furry heads, yeah.
Like just like not furry as in like degenerate furry. No, I'm just kidding. All opinions are welcome at the Otaku Reader Club. But like just like I would love to hug a lion.
I would, yeah. If it didn't maul my face off.
Yeah. So I would love a lion. Human subspecies. You know.
And the way Okaido makes the monster girls is, I'm not kidding. He goes into Wikipedia and he searches and researches the behaviors and characteristics of the animal, and he transfers them onto a girl. Right. So like how Saria is a centaur, he pictures like a proud knight in armor, wanting to serve. Now a lion could be proud as well. It could be proud, but
the all-time dominant.
Proud and dominant.
You are not going to be the top in this situation.
You will not touch me unless I tell you to. So besides lion, I want you to tell me one because I kind of took over.
Okay, so, and I was talking to you just about this yesterday. I have 2 pet rats.
Oh yeah, rats.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of cute just to see like a girl with rat characteristics. Like.
What about a rat nose?
Rat noses are adorable. Like they're just.
They also have an affection for cheese.
That's actually a myth.
Really?
That's a myth.
They don't like cheese.
They like it just as much as they like other food.
Oh, okay.
Because,
So, like, if you placed a raspberry and a slice of cheese...
They're just going to whatever they want first.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would say rats, they have... most people think of rats are like, disgusting, and,
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, one of those street rats, just, I would like to see, a girl with rat characteristics, such as, a cute little rat nose, the ears.
Oh, yeah, the little cat.
The little ears. Cat ears. That's
rat ears. And
a long rat tail, I thought that'd be cute.
Yeah. I remember earlier we were talking about anime games. Monster Musume was considered for an anime game and did get one released in 2015.
I actually heard about that just this morning.
But it got shut down in 2016. So
yes.
I don't think it even lasted a year. I think it just happened to go over that new year.
Yes, it started in September 2015, ended in,
I think this month actually ended in February, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about logistics here.
Yeah, not entirely sure, but there was one, and if you missed out on it, well,
sorry. Sucks to suck.
Yeah, okay. So to summarize, Monster Musume is a really good harem anime.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, one of the best I've ever seen.
I would agree. It's very... Because like I said earlier, you have your elements of where it's just pure, pure ecchi at moments, but, but like... There is somewhat of a romance going on, even if it is for the sake of comedy. Yeah. There's a romance story going on with the main character, Kimihito, and the other girls. And so, it's pretty good. But like I said before, it's not an anime you watch with your parents.
Don't watch it with your parents.
And it's not something, you're in the living room and you just have it on and they walk by, hey son, what you watching? Monster Girls. You watch it with your headphones on, please. Please do.
I highly recommend it. And so not only is there good fan service, but there is some good commentary. There's it has commentary on racial factors and like real life counterparts and stuff like that. Good comedy. Another plot can be forgotten sometimes. It's very good, very well.
The plot sometimes suffers a little bit,
does. And
you kind of forget what the story's about at times, but
yeah, what the story is the main story isn't revealed until about episode 3 when we learn that they're planning to amend the Interspecies Exchange Bill, and one of the amendments is going to be that marriage can be legalized between
interspecies and humans. Yeah,
and they think about it logically, like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen regardless. So let's let it happen now.
Yeah,
while you're ripe and young.
Let's make it legal.
And that's the big plot of the story. That's the
main story. And Dying has to marry one of the girls he lives with. He is the test. So they're going to test it on him
to see how he lives.
Well it works.
Unfortunately, they chose the worst possible candidate because this guy also has, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 girls living with him, and he has, it's like The Bachelor. It's like The Bachelor.
It kind of is.
He has girls,
except no one gets sent away.
Nobody gets sent away though. And that just makes things all the more awkward. Because could you just imagine one day? You're interspecies coordinate. You're living with all these monster girls, as if that wasn't bizarre enough. And then your coordinator that's in charge of making sure you're not hurting these girls, or raping them. It just tells you, hey, we're gonna try to make a law, and you gotta marry one of these because it's a study, and then the next day you're just like, I want the big titty one. And then you're still living with all the same...
Yeah.
You're still living with all the same girls.
It's also, the ending was kind of... I remember when I first watched, the ending was kind of sad to me. Not sad, like, oh,
it leaves you with...
He doesn't get married.
No.
He doesn't get married.
But, like we said, the manga is ongoing.
The manga is ongoing. If you want to watch...
This anime... just kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth when it ends.
Yeah, it's good up until the end.
Because, it's kind of one of those that you just expect, it'll, weekly episodes, but...
yeah. And,
you would like to see them in new scenarios every time, but this is one that it ends, and you're just kind of like, well, why is it going to try to end when it's, it's not one of those anime that, and you even said it yourself. Yeah. He has no plans on ending it.
Yeah, it's still going. It's been going since 2015.
Right.
So, and actually recently I checked, I didn't look into it because I nearly died last night, but he's actually postponing a lot of work on it because of his health.
Oh.
Yeah, so we may not actually get an ending because of that. I don't know how serious it is.
See, now, there's another open discussion. Would you rather have, your favorite anime or manga end? Or, with an actual ending? Or would you but you don't want... Or would you rather just abruptly just stop? Like, i.e., example, Teen Titans, where just stops.
Oh, yeah, it kind of just stopped, yeah.
Yeah, stopped.
I'd probably want a legit ending. Because I feel like, it does the... it's sad, your favorite anime, it's over, but, it wrapped up nice. If it wraps up nicely, if the ending is done good, then, it leaves you satisfied.
It leaves you...
It can be good. An ending can be good.
Kill la Kill was one of those anime, I'm not going to spoil it, is one of those anime where it actually ends in, the 25 episode range, and it ends, and it kind of leaves you feeling good. It just it's a good ending to an anime.
Yeah, like when I was finished watching Fully Cooley, and I mean all the way through seasons 1, 2, and 3. When I finished season 3, I loved the ending of it so much, especially because it makes you think was season 3 really a prequel? It was really nice, and I was so just a mix of emotions when it ended. But when this ended, I was sad. I was actually sad.
Not Monster Musume.
Not Monster Musume.
Yeah,
but. I wish it could have. I hope they have a second season. I want a second season or just a spin-off or something.
I mean, there's plenty of material to go off of.
Yeah.
There's plenty of material to go off of.
There's 4 years of material to go off of.
For a second Monster Musume.
Yeah.
And it's, and it's not one of those anime that you just get invested with it's just kind of like a cute thing to watch.
Mm-hmm. If you get invested, you get invested into the world building. That's really the
yeah, exactly. I mean, or either that, you're just trying to like, you're just trying to whack your shit, but but there's hentai for that. So there's hentai in IRL porn if you're not a degenerate, or if you're lucky you have a girlfriend.
Okay, so we're almost done here. Final question: your all-time favorite anime and why?
Stated earlier, Kill la Kill.
Yeah, Kill la Kill. Why is that your favorite anime then?
Okay.
What makes it your favorite?
Most 14-year-old boys, I think I was 13, 13 when I started watching Kill la Kill. I'm trying not to go into the spoiler, but, if you've heard of Kill la Kill, you know that it's, it has sexual tones.
It does.
And, and it's, because at first it seems kind of funny. The whole premise is that Kill la Kill, is this girl. I'm not going to get too into deep because of the lore, but, basically her battle suit is,
alive.
It's alive, and it makes her almost naked, but it's like a harder than steel battle suit that gives like protection, and it's so like just. You see, it seems funny at first, and then you develop into like this super, plot with like clothing, and it's just so bizarre, but it sucks you in. And you're just...
It's like, it interests you. It catches your
attention. Yeah, it definitely does. Because, like I said, at first when I watched it, most 14-year-old boys are watching it, they're like, some anime titties. So, I was like, I was watching this, I was like, anime titties, but it was funny, and I was like, I'm going to keep watching it. And then out of nowhere, just story hits you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, story hits you, and you're like, what the fuck?
I was not expecting this.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying not to get spoilery, but there is a story in Kill la Kill, and the ending... is kind of bittersweet. There's, they've hinted at a second season. Doubt it's going to happen. I think it was just like a nice little Easter egg. If you want to look into it, you can.
Yeah, that was the Easter egg that was in Monster Musume as well. Was there was like they were walking through the market area, and on a chalkboard somewhere there, it's like something there that translates into like something about a second season. Not directly.
Yeah.
But it basically, that's what it is. It's an Easter egg saying, oh, we're going to have a second season.
And lo and behold.
And it never happened.
4 years later, and we still don't get to see that cute dog girl that's been in the background of the Monster Musume episodes.
Yeah, actually, her name is Pult.
And she does have an OVA.
Yeah.
She does.
I haven't seen it.
You should see it.
You need to show me.
I will show you. It's such a cute OVA.
Yeah, Hokkaido was actually talked to directly about a fan who loved Pult. And said, you should put Pult in more of the episodes, She's really cool.
You'll spot her, like, because the park is a constant setting in this anime.
Yeah. She'll be running in the back with her jogging.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's like a dog, but a person.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're about done here.
I think you're about ready to wrap it up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're already pushing an hour.
Yeah, we're at 58 minutes. I didn't think it'd go this long.
How long is the...
I don't know. We just kind of talk and that's it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah. So
glad to set the bar so high on the second episode.
Yeah, and again, I'm so sorry about the Fooly Cooly. It's my fault.
Maybe in the near future.
In the near future, we'll figure it out. We'll get better. There's not going to be any editing in this at all. This is only one take. So
this is raw footage you're hearing.
Raw, unedited, uncut.
I'm sitting on the couch eating a hot dog as we speak.
He is. He's deep throating. It's kind of hot. Can I get him
up?
I'm kidding. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for listening to the Otaku Raider Club podcast. Thank you for joining us. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on SoundCloud. Share the podcast. Get it known that we are a thing.
Because
that's cool and we are a thing.
We are a thing.
And yeah. Join us next time where we review something else.
You got any ideas on what you're thinking?
Probably Blood Sea.
Blood Sea.
Yeah,
alright.
Blood Sea. With another guest who I will not name at this moment.
No, he's a surprise guest.
He's not a public figure. But he's my friend. He's my friend. Like Brendan is my friend, Martin is my friend. And we're going to have a good time reviewing some anime. So... thank you for joining us. If I could figure out, I have dual screen action going on here. I gotta turn this off.
You just gotta go. Yeah, alrighty.
Thank
see you guys later.
I will see you next time.
Bye.